This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defense. Tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really good 3rd down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting him in 3rd and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a 4th down and in their own territory for the offense. Great job by this team.
He'll field the punt. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Gators need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Singleton. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Jennings. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
I think sometimes offensively you've got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You've got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you've got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
And the Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Mustangs line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. The Gators are rolling down the field. They're going back to the ground. Got some room into the goal line. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Knight. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Florida 7, SMU 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell the QB was going there the whole time, right? Quickly get the football, throw it to the left, get it to your running back in some space, but the defense was ready for it. They were sitting on it, came up and made the play for no gain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Glagway. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. The ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
The Gators are flying down the field. Wants to throw again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Flips it out on the screen. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Third down play from the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
From the gun, running back on the move. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Glagway. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sturdivant. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The handoff to Johnson. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Maryland. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Livingston. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job on the D.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Makes a connection. He's running free down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. first play of the drive, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
To the air, it's Jennings. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on target this time. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
He wants to go deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead. In the 2nd half, you need your quarterback to play smart.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
From the gun, give on the inside. And And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Mustangs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Might be calling a hot route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
This should be the last play of the quarter. The give to the tailback. Smashes through the tackle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the third quarter play. Florida 21, SMU 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To throw, it's Jennings. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Singleton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Mustangs are on the move. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Under fire. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Johnson. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Johnson.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and lead the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. Looking for the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On second and goal, he gets another chance. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. Oh, they're after him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little